for Detroit this year. When it comes to scoring, he has been very aggressive getting into the end zone. Also very good on the assist side. And the Radicals just a couple of weeks ago, at the time, were undefeated. There's the hammer from Delgado. Now he'll swing it all the way across the field. Handled by Schur. Going deep, looking to the end zone for the score. He's got it, and that is Fedorenko. Seeing Detroit now utilize that. Went to vertical early. Now Todd Hirschberger cutting deep. Cross court, cross field hurl by Andrew Luca. Rather out as the disc will be picked up by Reyni Dropcho. Reyni Dropcho, far side, finds Vats. Going deep. He's got a man. That is in the end zone trying to walk that one in. Will not do so. But he's got some great help that time. Just short are the Mechanix. That was very close. And Channing Watson just missing that one. And the Thunderbirds going to try and take advantage as they try and answer deep themselves. James Greeno diving. Looking into the end zone, but can't find anyone. Alex Hunt with a very tight grab. And that was a close play as diving with Scott Trimble just comes up with it. Going to the far side. That is the force, but David ready for the pull and the start of quarter number 2. This sails. That's easily going to go 80 yards here on the pull. Comes up actually just a bit short. But is grabbed without much effort by Jonathan Mass, then played to the middle of the field. Isaac Saul, high pass, and why not? There is Reyni Dropcho. Going for his first today, and he's going to find it in the name of Scott Trimble, number 15. Getting the high school rank, or excuse me, college ranks, but in the high school ranks, I believe those two playing together. As the side keep that defense running. Sato on the coverage. This one's going to float. Who other than underneath it? Reyni Dropcho. He'll miss. Then on the second effort, will pull that one in on Koisberg. Reyni Dropcho stands at the front of that with Trimble immediately behind him and Beardsley behind him. So I'd look for Reyni Dropcho to come in, then Beardsley maybe to cut deep. Not the case. Saul will drop it back. Finds Pannoni. Reyni Dropcho. A little bit of a scoober, which is hit by Beardsley. 18 seconds left on the clock. Reyni Dropcho looked for the end zone near corner. He's got David Vats, and why not? Scott Soto-Santi. There we mentioned that first cut. He's going to send this one the distance. Saldini reaches, tipped into the end. A good job by Alex Hunt to get the coverage. But there's Vats again being targeted this time by Isaac Saul with the hammer. And that was a textbook throw that time around by Isaac Saul to Delgado. Couple of scores on the day, looking for the assist. He's got it. Ryan Thomas with the score. First one we've seen from him today. Continue to work this disc between the handlers. And then finally, it's Ethan Beardsley with 37 goals. He's able to break through it, gets the dump out to Isaac Saul. Saul, big game here today, and he's going to keep going big. Looking for Scott Trimble, who goes up in the air, and on the second effort pulls it down away from Alex Hunt, his brother Danny Hunt on the coverage. Soto-Santi's got an open Saldini in the end zone. This one's going to float on him. He goes over the shoulder and cannot get the bid. Off his man. That opens up Schur, who's now going to throw that big forehand down the field, going for the gusto. Is Shepard. He gets to it before he goes out of bounds. He does. He's back in. Gives it to Pannoni, who is in the end zone for another Pittsburgh Thunderbirds score. About 10 yards from the end zone, looking for the assist. Reyni Dropcho with his third of the day, getting it to none other than David Vats, his 8th goal of the game in a clinic being put on right now by this Pittsburgh offense. And the high pass thrown by Reprimand. This one's going to float. It is swatted by Saltzman, who accidentally tips it back to the Pittsburgh Thunderbirds, bringing him to 31 total catches this season. He passes his teammate. As an interception made there by Reprimand, then into the end zone for the score. That is Felipe Delgado. Reprimand with the disc on the far sideline. Got to be close to 7 seconds. Finally, he gets rid of it. Brought in by Trimble, and then the diving effort in the score for the Pittsburgh Thunderbirds.